So what is array? If I say array is a collection of data with the same data type and with the fixed size. So what is the meaning of collection of data? That means if you want to store a multiple records with a single name, then you can use the array. For example, if you declare an variable, so it can store single data. But if you want to store multiple data, more data, but with a single name, then you can use the array. Let me give you one example that there is an organization and there are the 50 employees in the organization. So you need to store the employee ID. Same name, but you need to store the 50 employees ID because IDs are the different. So instead of creating the 50 variables, you can create a one array and you can store the 50 employee IDs in a one single heading. That is the features available in the C language. That is the array. To implement the array, you must understand the syntax first. So what is the syntax of creating the array? So first you need to add the data type, then you specify the array name, and then you specify the size. So what is data type? Data type tells the compiler that which type of data this array is going to store, so that a compiler can understand what to store in this array. Second one is array name. So user programmer can use any array name, any user defined array name to the array. But you must remember the rules for creating the identifier. So what are the rules? The rules is you cannot use space in the array name. You can use the underscore to combine the two words. You cannot use the first letter as a digit. So that dreams you need to understand. You need to remember. And the third point is size. Size specifies the size of the array to store the value. For example, you are creating one array that is int a of 50. As we discussed, there are the 50 employees. So compiler understands that this a can store the 50 records. Remember one thing that the index value of array is always start with the 0. That means in our example, it can store 0 to 49 records. In this example, we have created one array and its name is A. So we can say that A is an array which is having the size of 5. So it can store the 5 elements and all that value should be in the integer data type because we have declared its data type as an int. So now the next question is how we can store the value in this array. We have declared the array. As we are declaring the variable just like int A. So what we have to write in declaring the array, that is int A of 5. Now the next question is how to store the value in the array. So it's just like your variable. You are writing A equals to 10. But here in the array, we can say that it's having the number of elements. And so we specify the index of the element, that is A of 0 equals to 10. So here you can see the syntax. The syntax is array name, then you have to write the position and equals to the value. So you just write the array name, that is the A. You specify the position, that is the 0. That means at the 0th element position, you are going to store the 10. Now suppose you want to store at the position of 3, that is 20. So you can write A of 3 equals to 20. So you can specify your index position equals to some value. See the example like this: A of 120, A of 230, A of 340, A of 450. First we have create the array. Second we have assign the value in the array. But third point is how to access
stored value. So to access means to get the value which is stored in the array. Either you can get the value in some variables or directly you can print on the screen. You have stored the value in the array, so either you can get it into some variables or you can directly print it onto the screen. So how can you store the value in the any variable? So just like your variable, you are just assigning a equals to b. That means the value of b is going to assign to a. The same way here, suppose int variable a is equals to a of 0. That means we have stored 10 in a of 0. So 10 is going to assign to variable a. So what is the syntax? The data type variable name equals to the value of the array. You need to specify the index. So the value stored in this index is going to assign in this variable. So you can say that now in variable a holds the value 10, which is we have stored. Now second point is you want to directly print the value of array on the screen. So you can directly use the printf just like your variable percentage %d and a of 0. To print the value we use printf percentage %d and a, and here we use percentage %d and a of 0.
Let us understand the example of array with practical. Here, the same example, I have created the array of A and its size is 5. I'm going to assign the value of the array element. That is the first element A of 0 equals to 10. The same like A of 1 equals to 20. A of 2 equals to 30. Now let us print the value of this array element. So I'm using percentage %d A of 0 and semicolon. Now let us run this program. Okay, so here you are getting the output that is a 10. Suppose we are going to print the value of second element that is A of 1. I'm going to save it and let us run this program. And here you are getting 10 and 20. So we are getting the output. But suppose this we are going to assign the fixed value. But I want to assign the dynamic value of the array. For example, here I'm going to use the printf that is enter the value for array element 1. And here I'm using using the function scanf and percent %a of 0. Just like the variable, we can use the array elements. Let us save this and let us run this code. In this example, we are going to see that we are going to take the value of elements of the array using the scanf function. That is dynamically user is giving the value. So let us run this program and here it's going to ask you for the value. Let us say we are writing 70 over here and give the enter. So it's showing you the 70, 20. 20 is for this A of 1 and 70 is for this A of 0. So dynamically, this will gives you the value of the elements of the array. Now the next question is, we want to get values for each element using the scanf, but one by one. Here we need to write how many times printf scanf for the element 1, printf scanf for the element 2, printf scanf for the element 3. See here I'm changing this 1, then 2, then 3. And also here I have to write printf printf of 0, printf of 1, printf of 2, and printf of 3. So let us run this code. See, it's asking you for the first one, then I'm giving you the 20, then 30, then 40, then 50. You are getting this 20, 30, 40, and 50. So how many times you need to write this statement? Same statement and you are repeating this. So to eliminate this repeated process, we have the for loop or while loop or the do while. So here we are going to use the for loop. See, for I equals to 0, I less than equals to 5, as we need to go from 0 to 4, I plus plus. And I'm just using these two statements in my for loop. I'm going to remove this one. As we know, I is not declared, it's showing you the undefined. So we are going to declare the I. Now the error has been solved. Now instead of 0, what I will use? First time 0, then second time 1. So it's going to use the value of I. So first time I is 0, so it will take the A of 0. Next time I is 1, so it will take A of 1. Next time I is 2, so it will take A of 2, and so on. Let us run this program and you just see the changes. Here it's showing you the element of 1. So I'm giving the over here, that is a 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So you're getting the same output 10, 20, 30, and 40. It's not showing you the 50 because here we have only print the A of 3 and 50 is in the A of 4. See 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here I want to change every time it's showing you the element 1. But what I want, element 1, element 2, element 3. So instead of just printing the 1, I change it to the dynamic value, that is percentage %d and I plus 1. Now every time it will show you the new different value with the incremented one. See here, just I'm writing 10. We are getting element 2, that is 20, element 3, 30, 4, 40, and 5, 50. Now, so you are getting all these value and you are with the change and next elements. Now let us remove these lines and convert it into the for loop because same lines are going to repeat it again and again. So here again I use I equals to 0. So I will be start from the 0. I less than 5, I plus plus. And here I'm going to use printf percentage %d A of I. I'm going to save this program and I'm going to run this program. So let us give 10101. Let us change some value 101, 201, 301, 401, 501. So here we are getting 101 to 501. Each time I want the output in a new line or just you can say just in space. So now let us save this program and let us run this program. 101, 201, 301, 401, 501. So you are getting all the elements value with the full row. So this way you can design your array, you can declare your array, you can assign the value using scanf as well as using the fixed value. And to use all the values one by one, you can use the for loop. And to give the output of the value, you can use the for loop. So it will print the value one by one. Today,